next?
Pues el sueño, la meta de Isaac Cruz una revancha contra Gervonta y vamos a hacer nuestro trabajo para que hable arriba del ring nuestro propio trabajo.
That's the dream. That's the goal for Isaac Cruz. I want the rematch against Gervonta Davis. I'm going to put in the work. I'm going to show everybody why I deserve to face him once again.
It's here. After years of begging, fight fans are finally getting a round 2 of the fight of their dreams. Yep, the Gervonta Davis versus Isaac Cruz rematch is on. Get this, Tank Davis is set to hang up his gloves in 2025, and the athlete is planning on stepping out of the ring with a bang. Let's dive into Gervonta and Isaac's heated face-off.
Gervonta, good luck, champ. Get a picture, But I want to wish you good luck. I'm all there from England to support you, bro. Good luck, champ.
We want the rematch with Gervonta Davis. These fans have been great, and that's why, they came out, and what I promised is a depth already, and we did it tonight.
Gervonta shakes his head. I wish we could bring him into the ring.
So, Gervonta Davis and Isaac Cruz finally came face-to-face to hype up their potential rematch. And oh boy, it did not disappoint. The tension was so thick you could cut it with a left hook. Tank, with his signature ice-cold stare, made it clear he's not here for fun and games. Meanwhile, Cruz, he stood his ground like the fearless pit bull we know he is, barking back with the confidence of someone who already survived Tank's power once.
Zach, it looks like the best fight is you and Gervonta Davis. Would you send him a message looking at that camera?
Totalmente, sería una gran pelea cuando él quiera darme la revancha. Yo estoy más que listo para que la gente y la afición vea que Isaac Cruz contra Gervonta Davis será una gran pelea.
En la pelea de Tank Davis y Stevenson.
Va a ser una gran pelea para irse a dormir. Tú dime cuántas peleas de Stevenson han sido entretenidas. Pues es que no puede ser gran pelea si dos peleadores nada más buscan un golpe, pues sería difícil de apreciar una gran pelea. Porque me dormiría pronto, son totalmente aburridas.
Es que sería un rival para el estilo de Gervonta Davis.
Alguien como yo, no hay nadie más que le pueda dar problemas más que yo.
Are you gonna go say hello to fans? They're waiting for you over there.
Decirle hola, saludar a todos los fans.
Sí, totalmente. Ahorita vamos a ir a atender a toda la gente.
Let's go there. Let's go.
Now, here's the kicker. Gervonta dropped a bombshell during the press scrum. The man straight up said he's looking to retire by 2025. Yup, you heard that right.
Are you retiring?
With trash.
What changed?
What made this
Shit, trash, garbage.
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby? Usually they're around to.
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like say you got to squawk today.
Tank wants to hang up the gloves to focus on his family, spend time at home, and enjoy the fruits of his labor. But don't get it twisted, he's not leaving without a bang or a bag. Davis was blunt about his goals, saying this fight has big money written all over it, and he's stepping out of the ring on his terms with stacks of cash and a legacy to match.
Hey, what are you talking about? People performing. Decent. Right there, bro. Hey, would he see him again or not? Huh? That's the money right. Money right? Hey, what's up with you and Ryan going back and forth? Nothing official?
But hold up, because the beef between these two is already boiling. After their first fight, Cruz accused Tank of being lucky to escape with the win. And Tank, he hasn't forgotten. In fact, he called Cruz a wannabe mini Mike Tyson, who's only relevant because of him. Savage, Cruz clapped back, saying Tank's so scared of a rematch, he's hiding behind excuses about his hand injury. Shots fired.
I don't think I was done shot, but I would say that we fight again, I knock him out.
At their face-off, the trash talk was next level. Cruz promised to expose Davis in the rematch, saying, "You can't knock me out even when you're 100%. Tank didn't miss a beat, firing back, "I don't need to knock you out. Beating you twice will end your hype for good." The crowd went wild, and honestly, so did Twitter. The memes, the reactions, the chaos. It's all pointing to one thing. This rematch is going to be pure fireworks, especially because the last fight left us with one big question. What would happen if Tank and Cruz met again, both fully healthy and hungry for redemption? Hosted one of the most explosive lightweight clashes in recent memory. Gervonta Davis, undefeated and feared for his knockout power, faced Isaac Cruz. Fans expected another Tank KO, but Cruz came in ready to shake things up.
Is the defending world champion, in fact, 5-time world champion in 3 weight categories, the undefeated, sensational WBA super featherweight and lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta Davis. 134 and 1/2 pounds, 134 and 1/2 pounds for the defending champion, Gervonta Tank Davis.
Cruz came in swinging, literally, and turned what was expected to be a Tank highlight reel into one of the most competitive bouts of Davis's career. Fans watched in disbelief as Cruz absorbed Gervonta's best shots like they were nothing, bulldozing forward with relentless pressure. Even
rematch?
Hell no, but
By the time the final bell rang, no one knew which way it would go. When the judges handed Davis the victory, Cruz didn't just take the loss quietly. He claimed he'd exposed Tank and made it clear he wanted another crack. That's the thing. This fight planted the seeds for what's about to be one of the most anticipated rematches in recent boxing history. The judges' scores read 115-113, 115-113, and 116-112 in Davis' favor. But the close fight left plenty of room for debate.
With Gervonta Davis, and I just wanted to get your thoughts, Jake, on his performance last night, if you even watched the fight.
Yeah, I thought he lost. I think a lot of people will say that. I agree as well. I thought they were going to give it a draw, obviously, because he signed with Mayweather Promotions, Al Heyman, and we know how dirty boxing is and how judges are being paid off. But of course, those close swing rounds are going to get thrown to Gervonta, but I thought he lost. He didn't throw he hurt his hand or whatever for 3 rounds. He didn't throw a single left hand, and some of the judges gave those rounds to him. It doesn't make any sense. And he calls me a clown, but he had a clown performance.
Thank you, Jake, for the time, and see you next week in Tampa.
In the post-fight interview, Cruz made it clear he wasn't fazed by Davis's power, saying, "He's a hard puncher, that's for sure, but he didn't do any real damage." This statement only added fuel to the fire for a potential rematch, as fans clamored to see the two go at it again.
I know that he's voiced that he would love to get a Gervonta rematch. He's fighting Lamont Roach. How does he think he does against, how does Lamont Roach does against Tank? And does he think he'll get the rematch with him since he's talking about retiring right now?
Bueno, una pregunta de 2 partes. La primera es cómo sentís que Roach va a pelear contra Gervonta, y la segunda es ¿cómo te hace sentir el anuncio del retiro inminente de Gervonta, considerando que vos querías la revancha con él?
Bueno, pues es una pelea que tiene Davis igual hasta cierto punto como todas, ¿no? No pueden echar en saco roto, confiarse. El Roach es ex campeón del mundo también que dio grandes peleas, pero bueno, sobre lo de su retiro es una decisión que respetamos y solo él sabe si sí lo hace o no lo hace, pero al final del día se respeta esa decisión.
In the end, this fight for Gervonta is just like any other for him. Roach is a former world champion for a reason. Gervonta can't let his guard down at any point. He can't underestimate or overlook him. And as far as the retirement decision for Gervonta, look, I respect it. If it's true or not, or if it's something that he truly believes that he's gonna do or not, that's up to him. But in the end, what he decides to do, it's in his hands, and there's nothing I can do about it.
So, going back to your fight with Angel Ferrero, I mean, you said that you wanted to have an exciting fight. Ultimately, a fight for the fight fans that would enjoy. Who does Angel remind him of? And if there's a person, if he doesn't get tanked, who is he preparing himself for, I guess, in case?
Both fighters have taken different paths since their epic clash. Davis has been busy cementing his legacy in the lightweight division with jaw-dropping knockouts over Frank Martin and others. His record now stands at 30-0 with 28 KOs, and he's gearing up to defend his WBA lightweight title against Lamont Roach Jr. next year. Cruz, on the other hand, moved up to super lightweight, capturing the WBA title by stopping Rolando Romero. However, he lost the belt in his first defense against Jose Valenzuela. Despite the setback, Cruz remains determined, recently stating, "Eventually, with time, the fight will come." The demand for a rematch has grown louder. Sean Gibbons, Cruz's manager, said, "Everywhere Isaac goes, people ask about Tank. There's such a demand for that fight. Gervonta knows it was the toughest fight of his life."
Sit right here. Okay. Put Floyd in the middle. Right there, please. 3. One second. Okay. 3. Jump 1. You do that fight again. Let's do it again, man. We can work. Woo! Let's go, big you. Right now. Special one there, champ.
Cruz isn't just hoping for a rematch, he's expecting it. After all, he's nicknamed Mexico's Mini Mike Tyson for a reason. He spoke at a recent press conference in Mexico City and said, "Right now, I'm focused on my next fight with Angel Fierro. But the rematch with Gervonta will come." The Pitbull's confidence stems from his resilience in their first fight. While Davis boasts a nearly perfect knockout rate, Cruz is one of only 2 fighters to go the distance with him. This has fueled Cruz's belief that he's the toughest challenge Davis has ever faced. Cruz's manager, Gibbons, agrees, saying, "A sensational win over Fierro opens all the doors again for a Davis rematch. Fierro may be tough, but a dominant performance from Cruz could put him back on the map and reignite the conversation around their rematch."
Yeah, he looked as sharp as last fight. He did what he had to do. We definitely can get a rematch for sure. Hopefully sooner than later.
Gervonta Davis isn't one to shy away from a challenge, but does he see Cruz as unfinished business? During a press conference announcing his fight with Lamont Roach Jr., Tank kept it professional, but didn't address Cruz directly. For Davis, his focus is on defending his title and maintaining his perfect record.
Hell, man. What rematch do you want, Pitbull or Ryan?
You heard him with the uppercut. Did you see him out in his feet, that set up, that overhand left, where it was just beautiful like that?
I knew I caught him with a good shot. I didn't know he was out on his feet, but I knew for sure I caught him with a good shot with the uppercut.
What is it about you when you're in that mode where you just go, where it's no mercy, where you just got to get him out of there?
I know how to read my opponent, and I know when my opponent's like
Anthony Peterson.
That said, Davis knows the demand for a rematch is strong. Fans still remember how Cruz broke his 16-fight KO streak, a blemish on an otherwise stellar career. While Davis attributed the lack of a knockout to a hand injury, Cruz's fans see it differently, as proof of their man's durability and skill. With both fighters on separate trajectories, the rematch isn't guaranteed, but Davis's camp knows the business of boxing. If the money and demand are right, anything is possible. For now, Tank remains focused on lightweight domination. If there's one thing uniting boxing fans, it's their hunger for Davis versus Cruz 2. Social media is ablaze with debates, memes, and predictions. Fans on both sides are making noise, urging promoters to make the fight happen.
He could easily beat Isaac Cruz. Isaac Cruz really only has, he doesn't have any footwork in terms of, going backwards. He can push guys back, but he doesn't have any footwork in terms of going backwards. He can't do anything from distance. He's even shorter than Gervonta Davis, which is saying a lot. He's a pressure fighter who basically just muscles you back and goes to body work. But Gervonta Davis covers a lot of territory, a lot of real estate in the ring. And he's just really smart. And I see him just walking Isaac Cruz into a lot of things. On top of that, he doesn't, with his ring IQ, he doesn't necessarily have to be in the pocket to beat Isaac Cruz, as he's shown with other people. So I just think he can take out Isaac Cruz. I do think it will be a tougher time the next go around. I sincerely think that. And I think it would be even more of a war second time around. But I think, at least at this stage, he can take out Isaac Cruz.
Cruz's manager summed it up best. The public only asks for Gervonta. He can't walk down the street without someone shouting about Tank. This level of hype is rare and could be the driving force behind making the rematch a reality. DAZN and other networks would undoubtedly jump at the chance to broadcast such a high-stakes fight. The storyline is there. Cruz, the only man to take Davis the distance in years, looking for redemption. And Davis, the knockout king, aiming to silence the doubters and finish what he started. As of now, both fighters have immediate challenges ahead. Cruz faces Angel Fierro on February 1st, a fight that could be a career-defining moment, against Lamont Roach Jr. on March 1st.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.
If both fighters win, the stars might align for their rematch. But boxing is unpredictable, and anything can happen. Will Cruz deliver a sensational performance to demand another shot at Tank? Will Davis continue his reign and finally address the Cruz question? One thing is clear, the potential rematch...
People, ¿puede probar inglés conmigo? You speak a little English, right? Talk to me in English.
We don't really have time right now.
I know he has a little bit,
We
right?
don't really have time right now.
So look, hey, how are you going to beat Romero? Knockout, decision?
En el
Inglés.
gimnasio, preparándome en el gimnasio.
You're gonna knock him out?
in the gym, that's the key.
Hey, last thing, people. You want to rematch Tank? You want to fight Tank? You want to rematch Tank?
Yeah, voy a trabajar por eso.
Yeah, you're going to work for it?
Yeah.
What? All right, you're the man.
So, what do you think? Will Gervonta Davis and Isaac Cruz meet in the ring again? Drop your predictions in the comments and hit that subscribe button for more boxing updates.